Hello, team. Hello, Miss Brown.
Hi.
Here we are with another weekly update. It's been an amazing week. You're doing an amazing job as we have come to our year anniversary from when we left campus to start this adventure of distance learning. Doing a great job. Keep it up. Here's a few things to expect for this upcoming week. Schedule this week, we're starting with B12 on Monday, March 15th. Tuesday, March 16th, please remind students that we are not going to be offering student support in the afternoon. And Friday, we're running our virtual schedule as always, starting with B56.
A few things for this week. This week, Group 3 will be on campus. Woohoo! Yeah! Tuesday is a half day, so there will not be any student support, just like Mr. Holman said. We will have Teachers of the Roundtable for an hour, and then the rest of the time for the half day will be work on comments for interim feedback. What's that? Stay tuned to learn more. On Wednesday, I&E facilitators will meet at 2:45. Thursday, 8th grade guest speaker from 1:30 to 2 o'clock, marine biologist Sergio Madrigal. Friday is advisory. The advisory video will be sent out on Thursday from Mr. Holman.
So the information that Ms. Brown kind of hinted at, and something that we've spoken with each of the different I&E facilitators about, is interim feedback reports. And probably many of you are saying, what are interim feedback reports? Well, let's talk about the when and the what. Interim feedback reports are going to be midway through each semester or each marking period. And it's a space where teachers are going to be able to provide narrative feedback and behavior supporting learning, or RERA scores, summarizing the student's progress relative to your specific course and the content and the student's behaviors, RERA, or behavior supporting learning. Why are we doing this? Well, going back to our purpose with assessment, we believe that assessment is one of the most important parts of the learning process, and really without meaningful, accurate, actionable feedback, it really isn't useful to the learner. So really, it's an opportunity for us to make that shift from focusing on those numbers that our community is very used to starting to look at very specific, actionable feedback related to the different criterion. So what's next?
So interim feedback report, the very first one, will be published on April 7th. Interim feedback reports will include a letter from the administration explaining their structure and purpose. Grades for all individual assignments and assessments, except those collected in the days immediately preceding the interim report, will be up to date and accessible to both students and parents. What that means is that grades and assignments on ManageBack should be up to date so that students and parents can access ManageBack and access the individual assignments to see how they're doing. Term grades will not be present on the interim feedback report. Only comments and RERA will be on the interim feedback report. This aligns with the philosophy based on growth and real-time grading and the International Baccalaureate MYP framework. So, what are the expectations for interim feedback? Each student will receive a narrative comment. These comments will be structured just like the comments we had on our December report card, where the first sentence will include the student's name and something positive that the student's doing well or achieving well. The second sentence will be a closing sentence that indicates an area to strengthen or grow, or a suggestion for improvement for the student. You will also use the drop-down menu in ManageBack to assign the RERA indicators of consistently, occasionally, usually, and rarely.
When are we going to be doing this? Well, one is we do know that the reports are going to be published on April 7th. So starting next week on March 16th, after Teachers of the Roundtable, we're going to give you time to work on your comments and the RERA scores. Also, April 6th, Tuesday afternoon, we're going to give time for that as well to finalize comments and then look at any RERA scores. and just get scores up to date in ManageBack. And then April 7th, an official report is going to be published. It's going to include a letter from the middle school leadership team, as well as a summary of all the comments and the RERA scores for each student. Parents are still going to be able to go onto ManageBack to see how students are doing on summative and formative assessments.
Thank you so much for everything you do. You rock. We have made it a full year in virtual learning, hybrid learning, through this world pandemic, through everything, our ups and downs, our challenges, and our celebrations. And we couldn't have done it without you. So thank you so much for your flexibility, your adaptability, and your positivity during this time. We really appreciate it, and I'm so excited about what the future will hold. So I can't wait to see you next week, and I hope you have a fantastic weekend.
Bravo, team. I think that summarizes it. Bravo. You're doing a great job. Keep it up. Have a fantastic remainder of this Friday, as well as a wonderful weekend. This is Mr. Holman and Miss Brown. Virtual fist bump to the whole team. Have a great weekend.